Anton, nice to speak to you.
We're
here today to talk about the new sax and clarinet mouthpiece book.
Yes, yes.
Which we've been working very hard on, you especially, I may add.
Well, I think we've all found that there seems to be very little information available. If people go on the web, or if they come to the shop, or they phone other shops, they get what essentially are brochures full of sales information, sales chat, something to make you buy the product. There's nowhere where you can learn about its technical aspects, how it's designed, how it correlates with other mouthpieces in case you want to make a choice or a selection of things that you wish to try. None of that is available.
There's a lot of myth and fable behind mouthpieces and what works, what doesn't work. So would you find that the information we've addressed is very much factual based?
Yes, I think what we wanted to put, what I wanted to put across was almost empirical information, something that was aside from what a teacher may feel worked for them but need not necessarily work for anyone else, or what we'd experienced ourselves. We wanted the sort of information that went right across the board, that really told the truth, exactly how things were, why they were like that, and the sort of results you might expect. And so, yes, factual information that would make the book valuable rather than an opinionated rant that people would soon get fed up with and just discard.
And it's really quite layered, the book, kind of appealing to your first person upgrading the mouthpiece. You know, we've had great comments from teachers all the way up to professionals. So would you agree there's a bit of something for everybody?
Yes, I thought the idea would be to hit sort of three levels. First of all, it's a book you read from the front because the information builds gradually. It's not a reference where you look up a certain page, the mouthpiece that you're playing, and that's all you need to do. So it is a book in that sense. It informs and hopefully educates gradually. It then has a lot of factual detail about mouthpiece designs, tuning, the reeds and everything, and then accurate descriptions of the individual designs of mouthpieces. And then we've got throughout the book various tips and foods for thought, you know, where certain ideas are put forward really in an effort to get the person who's thinking about mouthpieces into the musical context, what creatively they're trying to do, and challenge their thinking, rather than just get a book that's about mouthpieces and would therefore, if it was nothing else, just encourage more mouthpiece maniacs to develop. It starts with selecting a mouthpiece, which is very important. There are so many mistakes people make when they're selecting a mouthpiece, so we wanted to give them some very accurate guidance. Then there's a bit on our design library, which we've built up over a number of years. The various materials that a mouthpiece is made of, and what that means from the point of view of sound, design and tuning, and then single reed designs, everything from plastic to some of the new reeds that have recently come out onto the market, by the Rico and Van Doren. You've got the changes in mouthpiece shapes, both on the outside and internally. Then we do quite a bit on facing designs and vintage facings, so that you see what's happened over 50-year, 60-year period to the present day. Then we have an accurate description of the kind of total mouthpiece service which we like to offer here. And then you've got the individual technical descriptions on clarinet mouthpieces and saxophone mouthpieces. And then there's 4 articles at the end, one on ligatures, and then various other aspects of blowing and reed setup, challenging some of the age-old axioms that people keep on repeating and of which we haven't found that there's really any foundation.